Hello, everybody. My name is Gregory Parks. You are watching CVG-TV, and welcome to CON-Link. With me here today is one of our guests of honor, one of the greatest actors of our modern times. You've seen him all across your screen and even maybe heard him in a video game or two that you've played. Please welcome guest of honor, Keith David.
Thank you, Gregory. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. And we also appreciate you taking the time in your busy schedule to make it here for this year of CONvergence, which is celebrating the 30th anniversary of Gargoyles.
My first question to you is, what does Gargoyles and having been a part of Gargoyles over these 30 years mean to you?
It is living proof how good God is. I mean, Gargoyles is the gift that keeps on giving. You know, I'm thrilled deeply to the core of my soul for having been able to be a part of it. I share that stage with so many great actors, wonderful people to be around, and it's great to be able to, you know, come someplace where it is as appreciated as I appreciate it.
And it does, like, there are so many people who it's dear to their heart.
Yeah.
It's very dear to the heart. Now, your career has...
Your credits are just long and storied. And of all these things you've done movies, you've done television, you have done voiceover for video games and animated features. What are some of your favorite roles that you've done?
Goliath, Spawn. I love the Arbiter. And you know, in the Call of Duty, you know, Foley. You know, these are men who, when I grow up, I want to be like. You know, and it was wonderful to be able to play them because mostly they have just a big heart, and they care about people. They care about you.
Yeah.
And they're not afraid to express that, show that. And I think that's what I like to do in my life. Let you know that I care about you.
And that even carries through with one of your more recent characters. You now voice the role of Commander Zavala in Destiny 2. And yes, that's another person who has commitment to people who love him, or even to people who don't know him, people that he has a responsibility to in his community.
Well, in that respect, you know, he's a lot like Goliath, and in that respect, who, you know, he has great respect for the community and for the people involved in the community, however peripheral. That, you know, we're all in this together, and each person has a part to play. You know, we're all links in a great chain. And, you know, and I love the way he cares for each link, so they get to be the strength that they need to, you know, to be a part of that great chain. Not the weakest link, but, you know, the best link that they can be in this moment. Because that's all we have, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
All we ever have is now.
Exactly. And fostering that in every person is valuable.
Oh, it's a, you know, I mean, you experience that through your teachers. You experience that with your parents, you know, when you're working on something, or just waking up when your mama says, "Hey, baby, how are you this morning?" That's a wonderful moment. It is. It's a wonderful moment. You know, it's a moment that I miss. You know, my mother being sainted. I would give anything to hear my mother say good morning again. That's it, you know, I mean, it's, and even when, you know, it was, you know, the morning I wake up and I say good morning to you. What's wrong with you? What do you mean, what's wrong with me? I just said good morning. I'm your mother. I know you. What?
Don't take that tone with me. That parent sense.
Well, sometimes I didn't know there was a pole of my behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but she knew.
There's always something that they know. There's always a clue they pick up on.
And but what a wonderful moment to know that somebody cares about you enough to say something.
Next question is, with all of these roles that you've done, and the ways that, as you just spoke of some of the roles that you mentioned, how they connect with you, are there any roles that you haven't played that are dream roles for you, or goals, or something that you haven't, some part of you that a role hasn't touched that you would like to be able to express through a role?
I want to play Frederick Douglass.
Oh man!
And I want to play Frederick Douglass. Yeah, more than God.
In the worst way.
Well, I mean, in the best way.
Best, yeah.
Really, I mean, because he wasn't a perfect man. He was a flawed human being like the rest of us, but he was a great American. And he did understand what this country could be. And he understood that profoundly, based upon the Constitution and the principles of the Constitution. And he also understood and articulated how those principles have never been adhered to in this country as we know it. And as we find ourselves in a political situation now when it really wants to be, picked up on. It wants to be. I mean, those principles want to be manifested now more than ever. But if we stand behind what we really believe in and not get caught up in personality, and deal with the issues at hand and the principles at hand, then there are behaviors that we wouldn't put up with and stand for. And there are ways dealing with it, but that's another conversation.
It is, and it's a necessary conversation and timely. So to close this out.
Oh, and as far as anything else that I want to play Frederick Douglass. I also want to be the Black Merlin. I want to play.
Oh.
I want to be that magician like High John the Conqueror.
Man, that would that would just be so.
The ultimate sorcerer conjurer.
Yes! Oh man, that would be so. I want to see both of those things. I want to see both of those things like right now. Oh yeah. Excuse me, I need to breathe a bit for that. I was like, that would be magnificent.
Yes.
Oh wow. Oh, I hope somebody makes that happen or helps make that happen. Wow.
From your lips to God's ears.
Whew. Man. Whew. I'm shaking from that. That would be, that would be so much. So to bring it home and to let you get on your way with one more question. This one's a little bit more light. So if you were going across country on a road trip, which Gargoyles character or characters would you like to have as your traveling companions? Or even any other.
I mean, my ideal character would be Hudson. I mean, that's my ace bully. He'd be my ideal traveling, in an ideal world. Yeah, because we've been through it together for a long time.
Years, centuries.
I made day. Yes.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you coming here, and on behalf of all of the Convergence community, thank you for taking time to visit this year.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Yes, indeed.
And we here at CVG-TV appreciate all of you for joining us. Enjoy your con.